This might be hard to tell. There we go. The copper nut, which is 9/16, broke all the way back here. So you can see it's pulling out, barely, but it's pulling out of the housing and not taking the threads with it. So I'm leaving the threads behind and pulling that. One problem is it has to be a long or deep 9/16 socket. So that's what I'm building now. At least I'm going to hopefully build it. So I can take this liner and the whole throttle control out of this boat here. Or what's left of a boat here. Okay, so I found a socket. Probably no name brand. But it's in my stack of sockets I don't care about. There it is. So some may call me lazy, but I'm going to weld that with the READYWELDER and the batteries since I still have them out. I could weld it with the TIG welder or that welder. I probably should, but I'm going to do it with the READYWELDER. Otherwise I have to drag it from there to there. I don't know. It's kind of lazy, but I have it. It's right here, and I kind of like practicing with it because if everything goes according to plan, I'll be at a Jeep event this upcoming week, and I'd like to use it there. So we're going to hook this thing up real quick. I don't think I need a lot of weld on this. I'm probably going to put 4 corner tacks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm probably just going to put a bolt right there. That's the plan. Slower. Ready?
Go.
Faster.
Good.
Yeah.
Who's calling you back?
I don't know if you can make it. That's a bad phone. Right?
Mm-hmm. I blinded myself.
That him?
No. Oh.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so I put 4 tacks around that. I did a little bit more down here. I don't know why. I'm debating if I want to put a couple more tacks on this or not. Well, I don't know. I probably will, just to be on the safe side. So that's it. I put a couple more beads on it, even though I don't think it really needs it. But that'll be my double deep 9/16 socket. And yes, I verified that it's a 9/16 size before I built this. So we'll take it out to the junk boat motor and outdrive and take it apart. A bit longer than it needs to be, but it goes on. This 18mm socket fits there. And I brought my extension, don't really know why. I think I was trying to clear all these, but I've got plenty of clearance for that. So now we will take that off. Looks like I'm using the gimbal from this donor thing because I can't get that gear selector cable out. I'll show you right now. But basically my tool worked, but the brass fitting just fucking strips. I'll show you right now. But that brass nut just keeps rounding off. I don't know if you can see that or not. So I'm just going to use this whole piece, not that one. There's my problem. I don't know if it lets me turn on the light. It does. My tool would go in and get on it, but it stripped it. I don't know if you can see, the corners are all gone. The READYWELDER, the batteries were at 30 when I plugged them in. They're already at 70, 80. It wasn't a whole lot of welding. But it worked. Held up. The only problem is the nut inside that gimbal just kept rounding the corners. So my guess is it was just as stuck as this one here. The only thing is this one here looks like about a 1/4 inch tall. And the other one's probably about an 1/8 or maybe just shy of what this is. And I couldn't get a real good grip on it. I could have tossed this in the lathe or on the belt sander and got rid of all these, I don't know if you can see how they're concaved on the inside. If I would have ground off maybe that much, it would have been more teeth, if that makes sense. You wouldn't have that rounded edge. I might have been able to do it. I've done that before on other problem children. Oops. Oh, come on, Bill. Like that one there. You see how it gives you much more of a bite at the top compared to these that are easier to get on because they're kind of rounded, recessed, or whatever you want to call it. But this one here gives you a full bite the entire time. And I could have done that, and I might have been able to get that. But once I started stripping that other nut, I was done. I was just going to stop it right then and there to make sure I didn't screw up the one gimbal I had left. So, that's where we're at. Once again, I didn't have to use the READYWELDER today, but it was kind of fun to test out again, try out again, whatever you want to call it. I could have used the TIG welder or the MIG welder, and it would have been, just as good. But for a field repair little machine, this thing's pretty badass. I would definitely recommend them. US made. They do exactly what they're supposed to. And yeah, not bad.